I want you to know you're uncultured. Okay.
If this is your culture, then I'm glad I'm uncultured.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to 127 Reacts, where we react to trailers every Monday and Wednesday. Today, we're continuing the D23 announcements with Percy Jackson, something of the Olympians.
And the Olympians.
And the Olympians television series for Disney Plus, streaming some point in the near future. I'm Jeff, and I'm joined by Anakin, Alex, Dominic, and Yule.
Woo! I'm so hyped. All right,
there we go.
So we're gonna get into our pre-thoughts. We're gonna watch the trailer, and then we're gonna give our individual scores, and then adding up to a compiled studio score. So stay tuned to the end for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you can get notified of more D23 videos that we're gonna put out in the near future. Alex, I know you've been seething at the teeth and sweating from the hips waiting for this thing, so why don't you
sweating from the hips? What the
from the hips?
Isn't that the phrase? Is sweating from the what?
I don't know. What is? Why am I sweating at the hips?
No, you're sweating.
I'm gonna start using it now.
He's like,
that man looks like he's been sweating from the hips.
What does that mean?
Shit right there.
Someone been like clapping my cheeks all night or what, bro? Sweating from the hips.
I was channeling my inner Texan.
I got handprints on my cheeks. That's right.
They say that in Texas.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Who the fuck says that? Nobody says that.
I know what they say.
As a Texan, I can promise you, nobody fucking says that.
Well, no one says that's right.
I went to Texas.
They might. They do.
That's right. I think like most of us here, or a good chunk of us, we read the books. I read first 4, whatever the ones Dominic gave me. So Dominic would like feed me these books after he'd like read them in a day, and then would give them to me. And they were like a really, really fun time, really great time. That was like I don't read books, and the fact that I even read that many. I loved it. I loved the series. Didn't really care for the live action movie that came out, but it is what it is. It was better than Aragon. So I've been waiting for like an actual like really good adaptation of the Percy Jackson series. Really excited to see how they go about it in this, how true it is to the stories. Again, I haven't read anything on this. Just they're actually going to use kids for this movie, so we'll see how it is. I mean, I think my favorite character was Nico, but he's like 3rd book. Yeah, so I'm excited, and I've just been waiting to fucking watch this trailer, but like you all just kept making us wait.
Look, bro, bread had to be made. You don't understand. Do you want to see the bread?
No. No, I don't.
I'll show you this bread. It'll make you sweat from the hips.
Oh my god.
Like Alejandro, I read this when I was younger. I remember 6th grade, our teacher put us into pods to read books, and one pod that I ended up in, she selected Lightning Thief for us, and I got hooked ever since. Like Alejandro also said, like, I think the Titan's Curse I literally read within like a day or two, and I wasn't paying attention in class for it because it was that good. But I went on to read the sequel series, the Heroes of Olympus, where it had like the Greek and Rome gods, and that was really good too. So it'd be really cool if one day they adapted that as well. I didn't read the Trials of Apollo series that's currently going on, or there's an Egyptian one, the Cain Chronicles, and then they did a Norse one too, and then the Trials of Apollo. But like I haven't touched those because I thought it ended perfectly well at Heroes of Olympus. I remember seeing the rumors of like, oh man, like let's get Disney Plus to do Percy Jackson, and it started to gain traction, and then Rick Riordan caught wind of it and was like, yeah, like that'd be great. And then lo and behold, like we're getting a show. So I'm very pumped to see this done correctly with Riordan's involvement, unlike the 2 movies that were made.
Oh, there were 2, that's right.
Yeah, they did.
I blocked that other one from my mind.
They adapted the second one, The Sea of Monsters.
So bad.
Well, it seems like we have a lot of fanboys in here for the series. I've never seen the movies. I've never read the books. I don't know anything. I think I saw like one parts of a scene once, and I don't remember much besides like a minotaur. I think I'm like about as neutral on this as someone can be. So I think I'll be like very unbiased.
I want you to know you're uncultured. Okay.
If this is your culture, then I'm glad I'm uncultured.
You wouldn't be at Camp Half Blood with us.
No, bro.
Yeah, I'm as unbiased as possible on this, so you guys can definitely trust my take on this and just ignore all of these guys. So,
I hate you.
yeah.
You pandering to the crowd? What the hell's wrong with you?
We've been
Now
waiting
needs
for
a
this,
champion.
Anakin. We've been waiting for this.
Okay, I'm gonna follow up. I've never read the books. I've never seen the movies. I don't know what this is. So let's watch it. But
Wait, we forgot Yule.
Yule's. No, I know, but like that was the end of mine. That was the end of mine. I wasn't saying like skip Yule. I was saying
Damn.
like that's the
But
end
that's
of mine.
also valid.
That's what I had to say.
I feel like Yule's shirt is enough.
What the fuck you say, bro?
I feel like if anything, Yule should have gone first.
No, I'll cap us up. Oh shit. This is probably one of the biggest books in my childhood. I remember it so much, geeking out about it. Again, like ripping through books in like a day or like 2 days, like, so fast. The writing is so creative, and I think this was the first movie that I was super hyped for, and then like immediately let down and like was violently angry about. Like it was that bad. Because like there were so many opportunities they had, like with his writing and like bringing all this creativity to the screen, and like they just went the most executive suits idea of what Greek Olympus should look like, and it was so shit. It was so shit. So I heard rumors about there being a television series for the longest time, and I didn't think it would work. But looking back at the first two films and then really thinking about it to like really grasp the scope of this series, I think a TV series will do great because like you can have the entire camp, you can introduce all of these characters, and actually give them the breathing room that they need instead of doing like a 2-hour, I don't know, try and rip through like an expose on these like characters, and they're really deep. So I think this is a really good direction to go in. That said, I am a little nervous, but it seems like Riordan is a little bit more at the helm this time as opposed to the first two productions. So I'm cautiously optimistic, but I am like fanboying off my ass right now. This is my childhood on screen. I'm super hyped. Okay.
Look, I didn't want to be a half-blood. Being a half-blood is dangerous. It's scary. Most of the time, it gets you killed. If you think you might be one of us, my advice is turn away while you still can. Believe whatever lie your mom or dad told you about your birth. Try to live a normal life. Because once you know what you are, they'll sense it too. And they'll come for you. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Definitely looks like a child.
You think?
He's supposed to be 12.
Is that
Oh,
the
okay.
kid who was in
Like
the Atom Project with Ryan Reynolds?
It is, yes.
Okay, he's a good actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
He's
quite
also,
enjoyed
like-
that movie.
He's
Never
also
watched it.
a
I've
fan
heard good
as
things
well.
about that. I've heard good things about
Oh,
that.
okay, that's good.
He's a what?
He's a fan.
He's a fan of Percy Jackson.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's good.
I think when they gave him the news, like he was wearing his homemade Camp Half-Blood shirt.
Where was my fucking casting call? God damn it. I had a shirt. It's cool.
But it wasn't homemade though.
It is homemade. I made this shit. Look at, dude, you can see the misprint.
You're also not 12. So, of course, this was just a teaser, but basically I knew it was a teaser, so I was just going to judge it based on, like, how I always envisioned things when reading the books and how well it matched to what I was looking at. The houses themselves, I was just like, whoa, like, that's how I viewed them when I was reading the books. I didn't view it at all how the previous movies did. Previous movies definitely, like, strayed away from, like, how I viewed the book. And so, but this one, like, it's like really close to how I remember imagining it. And then like the kids at camp, right? Like in the book, like you're at camp, you're modern day, but you're like putting on like old Greek armaments and stuff like that. So like that that scene right there, I'm like, oh yeah, that's how I envision it as well. Like some random camp kids, and then he's like, oh, by the way, here's armor, put it on. Again, it's a teaser, so of course I want to like see the characters, I want to hear the names, I want to see who's who, see more of like the magic that they're putting into it. But from what I've seen, and I love the casting of Percy. Although my Percy had dark hair, the one that I always envisioned. My Percy kind of looked more like Logan, had that vibe, but I can get used to this. But and like Jeff, and I'm taking Jeff's word for it that this kid is a good actor. That's definitely big for me too. Like when it comes to children actors, like if you can pull that shit off, like it makes the show even way better. So I'm hyped. I'm really hyped. None of this like turned me off at all to it. It gave me that little sense of magic to it. So I'm gonna give this like a good 8.5.
Very solid.
Anakin, hit it.
So this looks like it's targeting two audiences. It looks like it's targeting the longtime fans like you guys that grew up reading the books and stuff and felt disenfranchised with the first couple movies, and they're like trying to set the ship straight. And then the second audience, this looks like is children, because they're all like kids. But to what extent, I don't know. Is it gonna be like that Shark Boy and Lava Girl sequel, We Can Be Heroes, by Robert Rodriguez? It's not good because it's for children, so it's not good for us. If we were kids, like that movie would be, slanging.
No, this like the story wise is like way darker than that shit. So
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
If that's the case, where like this is like
these kids are getting killed for being like half-bloods.
Okay, if that's the case, and like this is a lot more accessible for like just everyone, I'm a little bit more intrigued. So that being said, I think I will give this a 6 for now. Mostly because it's a teaser. We didn't see too many things. I think the teaser is more so for like fans. We'll see when the official trailer comes out. We'll get some more story beats, see what's going on, what's gonna happen. Then I might increase the score. But that's 6 for now.
If you said 5, I'd have to cut both balls off, but I'll just take 1 for 6.
5's neutral. Okay.
No, bro, you're supposed to be hype.
This is clearly a passionate.
Nah, this is it. This teaser was clearly for like longtime fans.
Yeah.
Despite it being a teaser, I liked and heard a lot of things. Like Alejandro mentioned, the like design for the actual houses belonging to the different campers, way better than the movies, and exactly what I envisioned. It actually looks like Greek architecture, which is great. I also loved hearing Percy narrate. That was a big thing from like the first books, is because they were always from his perspective. Later books, it's just like a third person author. So him already warning the audience, like, oh man, like you should be happy that you're a normal kid and you're not a half-blood, because being a half-blood, not that great. So like already like I am at ease and ready to watch the show. I just remembered like who they cast for like other characters, and that's already also hyping me up. I didn't watch the Adam Project, so hearing from you, Jeff, that he's like actually a really good actor, and then knowing that he's also a fan is great. There was like a TikTok where it was like the old cast asking them like what their favorite blue food is, and they're like, why do we keep getting asked what our favorite blue food is? And then like the new cast, it was like, oh, my favorite blue food is blah blah blah. So it's like you could tell like they're actually giving an effort to appease to new fans as well as old fans, whereas like the first two movies were just cash grabs. Considering it's a teaser, I'm gonna give this an 8.5. And I've actually never bought a Camp Half-Blood shirt, but the moment they fucking put those shirts on sale, I'm gonna buy one.
Guys, you gotta make them. You're not fans unless you made the shirt. Just get an orange shirt, paint the shit on.
I like this casting.
You gotta sew the shirt yourself, Heel, for it to
You gotta sew the Jesus. Okay, I'm not that hardcore.
Are people mad? People mad about Annabeth?
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna talk about
the neckbeards are.
What?
Is it?
In this day and age?
Why is it?
Black.
Oh, that yeah. That was gonna be my first question. So, yeah.
It's a valid question, unfortunately.
What do you mean she?
It's like, oh, people are hating on this like new actor. What's her skin color?
Yeah. All right, Jeff. Hit it.
Well, I don't know anything about the series. I'm interested hearing you guys talk about it. I want to know a little more about the story. So will I watch it? Sure, I'll check it out. Like I said, I enjoyed that kid in the Adam Project. I thought that was a very underrated movie. I will have to give this trailer a 6 and agree with Anakin because I am interested, but I don't know enough about it to be hyped.
Yeah, just like a quick spark notes of the houses is basically like if your parent was that god, you go in that house.
Yeah, but the best.
Oh, so Zeus has like a big house because he's got a shitload of children.
There's certain gods who shouldn't have houses because
They're not supposed to.
They're too high profile and they shouldn't be having kids.
So the bastard house.
There is a bastard house, which is the one that we saw.
That's
I say bastard, but it's the unclaimed.
Yeah, it's Artemis'
and
house or something.
They get shoved into Hermes' cabin.
Hermes, that's what it was. Hermes.
Yeah, he's like Poseidon's kid, so he's gonna go to the Poseidon house.
Yeah.
You have to say that part.
I mean,
it's kind of obvious.
Well, no, they don't know yet.
The building's blue.
Well, I knew that beforehand. Like that was the only thing that I've known from this is that he was Poseidon's kid.
All right, first off, the whole monologue that he does is verbatim from the book. It's like the first thing you read from the book. So already I'm like pretty sold on how accurate they want to go. Like you guys said, as team fan, it does look a lot like how I imagined it. I think the house is a little less Greek as I imagined it. I imagined it was like more cabin than it was Greek, but I'm still happy with it. I think we see Annabeth in that trailer, but the one in the armor with the helmet on, I think that might have been her. That's my guess. I don't know. But man, I'm just already like geeking out about scenes from the book that will just like get adapted, and I hope they do it justice. Yeah, I was gonna be a real steal, but it's a teaser trailer. I don't think I can go that hard, but I do know like once the splash screen came up, like they showed the title card, I'm like, it's a teaser. Like I really wanted more, so I'm all in. I'm a 10 right now. Can it be 10.5?
Wow.
Can I just dial it back just one?
No.
You can do
just give it
whatever
that. We'll do a 10. Just keep it simple. 39.1 divided by 5 tonight. 7.82 is what we scored. I think that's good.
Yeah,
I think it's really good for a TV show, especially with some kids. Like you guys said, I don't know anything about this actor at all. I didn't see the Adam Project, but I heard it was good. And yeah, I mean, he seems like he'll play the part well enough. He doesn't quite look, like you said, Alex, like how I imagined him. But that's okay. He's 12. I'm sure, like, if they run this all the way till the end, he'll be grown, and I'm sure he'll fit the role. So I think it's good. 7.82. That's pretty accurate. I'd be happy if it was that good.
Well, guys, you heard it here. Percy Jackson and the Olympians gets a 7.82 here at 127 Studios. So comment down below.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, Kevin 9. Yeah. Oh shit.
What the fuck?
He just destroyed his dev setup.
What the fuck is going on, dude?
Man's destroyed his fucking entire desk.
Did you break your glasses too? Like,
oh, shut the fuck up, Jeff. Close the goddamn video.
wow.
Damn.
Wow.
You're the STFU, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Comment down below. Was that a little aggressive? Or
There's a little Cobra Kai in the house.
Yeah.
I really fell over. Goddamn.
What? Like and subscribe. Hit the bell
Definitely be
notification.
Aries. I'd for sure be Aries.
I can see that. You choose violence.
Hit the bell notification so you can find out more about these D23 drops and our opinions on them.
I'm all about the violence. Let's go.
I'd be part of the Hermes cabin.
And you can click on this video over here.
Like that.
Have a hip sweating night. Yeehaw.
Oh, God damn it. You ruined it.